Would you look at that? Actually, and I'm only 3 minutes late. 3 minutes late, and I did a bunch of beer reviews and did a live beer review before I jumped on here. And I'm only 3 minutes late. I'm actually extremely impressed with myself right now. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's go over here. What channel is the fucking NFL playoffs on? I gotta get the football. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Oh, let's see what we have going on here. Live on ESPN, CBS, and more. There you go. Watch. Ooh, man. Got the burps. Do. Come on now, watch live. Okay. Bear with me, everybody. I'm just getting this going here. Okay, that's perfect. So I've got my little NFL scoreboard and video going on over here. Hopefully it doesn't fuck. See, you know what? I want to talk to everybody real quick. I go out of my way to make my videos look and sound as best as humanly possible. I got this fancy mic up here. You guys can kind of see it hanging right here. And, I got a 4K fucking camera right here. I got a fucking 4K video card. And my internet, I think my internet just sucks because all my videos look mad pixelated. And you don't even get anywhere close to 720p as far as like quality goes, and it drives me up the fucking wall because I have enough bandwidth. Like my bandwidth right now, if I were to go test my bandwidth, I think I have 8 up. So if I have 8 up, that should be more than enough for 720p, but it always comes off like mad pixelated, and it drives me insane. Now I'm watching the Colts versus the Bills right now. We have Mike McCann chiming in saying go Buffalo, go Buffalo. I agree, dude. I'm a Dolphins fan. I should say fuck Buffalo, but I actually don't hate the Buffalo Bills. I had a good, one of my good friends in high school growing up. He was a big, huge Buffalo Bills fan. You have to understand that when I was in high school, which was like in the early 2000 or early 1990s, was high school for me. So I was like wheelhouse Buffalo Bills guy, like, Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas and all that kind of stuff. So I want Buffalo to win. I like this, but I want Buffalo to win, but I want it to be a shootout to the end because I have Jonathan Taylor and T.Y. Hilton in my fantasy league for the playoffs. So I need them to have big days. Anyway, what's going on, Tomas?
Tomas, can you?
I can hear you. I can see you.
There's still a weird echo on my end, but maybe that's going to go away.
Do you take your headphones out? Do you have external sound? Like, is there sound coming out of somewhere? Is there sound coming out of? No, I didn't mean take your headphones out of your computer. I meant take your headphones out of your ears and see if there's sound coming out of your computer also, because what would cause the echo.
Let's see. Can you say something?
How you doing, YouTube?
I'm not hearing anything out of my headphones, so that's out of my computer, so that's a good thing.
Okay, put your headphones back in. No, I was saying because the major reason for an echo would be that you have audio outside of your headphones, like it would be coming out of the speakers of your computer, and that would cause like feedback and echo. It could also be if you have programs running in the background of your computer, but that's not the case because you just restarted your computer.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on, but we'll see.
Try to check the audio settings in StreamYard. Go into your little cam mic button and click on that and switch your audio around.
Wait, you know what's going on here?
What? Do you have 2 instances open? Do you have the video feed open and?
Wait, how's things now?
You haven't been echoing to me at all.
Yeah. I know.
You sound fine to me.
We'll just see what happens.
You're not echoing on here. You're only echoing to yourself.
Cool, man. As long as I'm echoing to myself.
Scintillating conversation.
Look, this is me, man. I love listening to myself.
Oh, I know. So what's going on, homie?
Yeah, nothing much really. I mean, life is life.
Besides watching America Burn.
Oh, watching America Burn is the funniest shit ever.
It's hilarious, dude.
It is.
I have nothing to add. It's just hilarious.
But really, how about for you guys though? But just honestly, what's it like for you?
It's honestly that shit. It's not anything. It's nothing really. I mean, it's just like, I got up today. I went, ooh, I guess you are echoing, dude. People are saying you're echoing. Ooh, who cares?
Weird.
Anyway, yeah.
I'll go. You know what?
sound-
You know what? Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna.
No, go into audio settings and change. Go into your audio settings in StreamYard, change them to something else, and then change it back.
Audio. I got mic standard.
Yeah, you have echo cancellation checked?
Echo cancellation is checked.
Uncheck it.
Hello there. And I'm rechecking it.
No, don't leave it off. Just leave it off. It's probably causing the echo.
Really?
Here, I turned my.
How are you? Wait, you turned something off?
Well, I turned echo cancellation on mine. Maybe that'll make it fix it on your end. Because I actually had mine unchecked. So we'll see what's what. We'll see what Waldo says. But you've sounded fine to me the whole time.
That's funny because when you did the unchecking thing, suddenly things went better on my end.
Well, there you go. So Justin McCarthy wants you to sing In the Air tonight. So.
Can you feel the love tonight?
No, can you sing In the Air tonight from Phil Collins?
Oh,
you can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, we should never do that.
Does Thomas, while he's dying, choking, does he sound okay? Is he echoing while he's dying? No.
According to Waldo, I'm okay. I'm always okay. Yeah.
There you go. So what's the word, man? What are you doing? What's going on?
I'm drinking beer, but buddy, what are you doing?
I am drinking beer, buddy.
Then yeah. I think we. How you doing, eh? I think we're kind of on the same page. I'm drinking a homebrew, actually.
I'm not drinking homebrew at the moment, but I have a homebrew right here too that I reviewed before I came on the air.
We're homebrew buddies, except that we don't homebrew though. Do you? No, I don't homebrew. I have previously. I've professionally brewed. How about that? How about that one? Shit! You legit?
No, I'm not a fucking brewer, man. But I've homebrewed with friends before, and I've homebrewed and I've brewed at a brewery before. But I would never call myself a brewer. Like, let's put it this way. I've been in a kitchen where I handed shit to a cook before, and I've also been in a brewery where I handed shit to a brewer before. You know what I mean? And so I've also hung out with homebrewers and handed them shit before. So if that makes me a homebrewer, have at it. But I would never call myself a brewer.
So I'm the same. I've never actually brewed before, but I've been in kitchens. Never. I'm not going to call myself a cook, and I'm definitely never going to call myself a home brewer, even if I do experiment with that shit. I think being a home brewer is exactly. That's exactly what being a home brewer is. You know that.
No, and home brewing has actually gotten mad crazy, dude. Like, so let me ask you this: that homebrew that you did you review it or?
No.
Okay.
I've been with somebody who was brewing. I checked it out and I saw what he was doing, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? No, I don't. I like to cook. You mentioned cooking just now, and I like to cook. But cooking for me is basically freestyling it, and you got like cooking, and you got like being a pastry chef. And when you're a pastry chef, when you're making cakes and shit like that, that's exact science. You got to get the right quantities. Everything has to be measured properly. You got to get the right temperatures and everything, or otherwise you're going to fuck up. The same thing goes for brewing. You need to have the exact measurements. You need to get everything spot on. That's not me. When I'm cooking, I like to freestyle it. If I want to add some more shit of one thing or add less of another, it'll still be edible. And, baking and brewing isn't that. So that's why I don't do that, because I just want to have fun. Whatever.
I just realized I'm still recording from my session from when I did some beer reviews. I got to turn my fucking camera off.
Oh, maybe that's why it's.
No, because it's not connected to the internet.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like when I record on my phone, it's just like onto my phone, like nothing else. So, no, I'm pretty sure the whole echo thing had to do with,
My end.
No, actually, it might have been because I had that echo cancellation off on my end. Maybe the echo cancellation is driven by the host. You know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's working now. So
that's the biggest thing. So anyway, what's I mean, we just joked about it a little bit, but you might have actually seen what I posted on Facebook a little bit earlier.
I saw it, but I didn't read it because I don't read that much. I don't want to read that long.
Well, basically, that's exactly what it is. It was like too long, didn't read.
Yeah,
but
well, actually, I saw it when I was out grocery shopping, so I didn't even have a chance to really watch it.
No, but the thing is, though, like long story short, without joking, without making all fun of it, you guys have hit some sort of shitstorm.
It's not as bad as you think, man. It's not as bad as you think because it's a good thing. In my eyes, actually, it's not a negative. It's actually a positive because what it does is basically, if the person who's in the White House, if he accepted his legal and honest defeat with graciousness and humility, it would actually have. How do I say this? It would actually have kind of changed the optics of his presidency. It would have been like, for as much as you don't like him, as much as you hate him, he did some good things, blah, 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 blah. But with him going out as the petulant child, which he can't help himself but do, and ends it with him basically, inciting insurrection and, and whipping up a very, very loud and vocal, but relatively small fan base. You're talking, you know what I mean? Like he has fans, but zealot fans I'm talking about, whipping them up in a frenzy up enough to where they do the things they did. It basically puts in play, you know what I mean? Either an additional impeachment or actually removal from power via the 25th Amendment. And what that ends up doing is it sets precedent. It basically tarnishes his whole presidency because it ends in such a horrible manner that it ends up being a good thing because you know what I mean. It's like people died, so that sucked. Really, there was only one. I believe there was two people that died, and by that I mean there was a woman who got shot. And there was a police officer that got killed.
Wait, I thought there were like 5 people who died.
I'm getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's a woman that got shot by a cop, and there's a cop that died from I don't know how he died, but apparently it's from something like being hit or beaten or whatever. The other 3 people died of a stroke, a heart attack. Like basically they were just fat old people running around when they shouldn't have, and they died. So they could have easily died in their backyard, like fucking pushing a lawnmower. So you know what I mean? In my eyes, like 2 people died. I mean, one's too much. But what ends up happening is all those fucking people and this is the thing. And it's also, how do I put this? Let's calm down, take a step back.
That's cool.
What it does is it sheds a light on the problems that we've already had, which is systematic racism, because you had a bunch of hillbilly fucking inbred white people. None of them really got killed. Like if that group of people were people of color, they would have sort of opened fire and killed all of them. So it sheds a light on that. But it also, the reason why those privileged crazy pants Trumpian fans got in there is because they never had consequence really in their life. Maybe they had like a slap on the wrist here and there, but they probably have never experienced any true consequence. Now they're going to. Those motherfuckers are going to jail like for a long time.
I think that's fair. Yeah, that's one of the things that I mentioned I wrote a Facebook post. I wrote this Facebook post. This is like, oh no, he wrote a Facebook post. Yeah, I did. I try to keep politics out of Facebook. When I post shit about what's going on, I try to make the funny posts, like the weirdo with the buffalo cap and the horns and whatever. That's kind of funny shit. But I had to, because there was something I needed to post. And here's the thing. The people who are angry right now, and this is something that you see across the globe, I mean, we're seeing this in the Netherlands, we're seeing this in Europe. The people who are angry right now are the people who have nothing, and they are unwilling to admit accountability of their own flaws. And they need to point the blame somewhere. They're like, I don't want to admit I fucked up stuff, and I need to point the blame somewhere. And along comes this person, and oddly enough, it's always people with weird hair. You got the guy with the orange shit going on and his weird hairdo. We got this weirdo in the UK with his weird hair. We got this weird blonde weirdo here in the Netherlands with a hairdo that makes you go like, what the fuck is going on? It's always people with weird hair. And they're pointing at people going like, hey, you know what? You've got shit going on. You've got shit going on. And are you aware that there's this ad minority here doing stuff, and that's your problem? The problem isn't you. The problem is that minority. And I'm going to blame that minority, and I'm going to blame them, and I'm going to fight that minority. And if you join me, we will take care of that minority, and we're going to fix this shit. And that's what's going on right now. And these people have experienced zero accountability in their life. And now they need to pay up.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, you know, these people, like, you know, they did their thing, and they're just like, yeah, it's like, you know, one, it's a mob mentality. Basically, there was a couple of crazy people, you know, there's a couple of crazy people who like said, fuck it, let's do this. And a bunch of people going, I guess we're going in, and everybody felt like they're went along with it. But that shit comes with consequence. You know what I mean? Severe consequence. Like, I don't think that, like, there's probably a bunch of people who still don't realize what they did or what kind of trouble they're in. Like, there's like, they're not going to jail for a month.
No.
They're not going to their local penitentiary for a month. They're going to federal prison for years. You know what I mean? Like, it's like what? Yeah. Like, you don't, like, they don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't understand. And you know what the best part about it, my favorite part about it, is that they absolutely still refuse to wear masks. And I'm like, because if you wore fucking masks, they might not have found you.
That's the
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
You have a perfect excuse. You know what I mean? You had a perfect excuse to do it and get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, you could have worn this crazy mask, and they would have never found out who you were.
Like, what's the first rule of committing a crime?
Don't cover your face up.
Cover your fucking face.
Yeah, it's insane. But no, they go, not only do they not wear a mask, they go the extra mile, like selfies and fucking live streaming their fucking federal crimes. It's like,
I love the fact that, I love the fact that that motherfucker that had his feet up on Pelosi's desk, right? I saw a picture of that shot of him with his feet on her desk, and next to it was a shot of his mugshot.
Even better. So that dude, like, in his brain, this is my favorite part of that dude. My favorite part of that dude and what he did was, there's a video of him afterwards outside the Capitol with him. I forget what he was holding. He took something. I think it was a picture, maybe. Mm-hmm. And then someone said, well, aren't you afraid that you're going to get charged with theft? And he's like, I didn't steal it. He's like, I left a quarter on her desk. So in his brain, he admonished himself from thievery because he left payment for the thing that he stole. And he was dead fucking serious. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, I left a quarter and I just didn't steal anything. You know what I mean? And it's like, I can't wait. That dude is just, oh my God. It's honestly, and that's the thing. When, you know, in the group chat, actually, when we were talking about this originally, all of us in our group chat, and I said, I'm glad it happened. and nobody really responded to me. And I think, because I think some of the guys might have been like, "Are you really, you're glad it happened?" I'm not glad this happened, but I'm glad it happened. You can,
I know exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't never wanted it to get to this, but it needs to get to this in order to have change.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing, and if you at one point, again, oh god, I feel like I'm such a weirdo going like, go check my Facebook. If you go check that post, this is a thing that I've been seeing. There's a thing that's been going around here in Europe and the rest of the world, really, and probably across the United States as well. A lot of people are saying the U from USA kind of left. It's no longer united. And I think it's very good that the rest of the world, of course, because we kind of knew it, but especially the United States, they have this spotlight on them. Like, guys, this is what's going on. Are you aware that this entire glorified image that you have of this United States, you are not united. You are not.
And honestly, that is by far and away the scariest part of all this. The scariest part of all this is not the 100 people that storm the Capitol. It's not the fact that 100 people can storm the Capitol. That in of itself is crazy. But it's not, if you think about it, they're actually kind of like let in. And it's that 75 million people voted for him. That's the scary part. You know what I mean? Like that's in the end is very like the fact that the election was relatively close. I mean, Biden won for what in the end, like 8 million votes. It's a lot of votes. Legally, genuinely, not fake, none of that bullshit, but people will believe that otherwise. But the fact that he even sniffed something even close to what would resemble a victory is mind-boggling. That could actually fucking happen. Like the dude's like one of the most self-centered, egocentric, crazy pants fucking wackadoos in the history of fucking the universe. And it's not so much that he exists. There's a bunch of people I know like him that exist. It's so much so that people like him.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. Like I posted the other day, like as a joke, I posted about, a great documentary on sale for $5, Idiocracy. And it's literally getting to that point.
We're getting to that point of that movie. And this has been a joke on the interwebs for quite a while. Like, for me, everybody was talking about Idiocracy and that it was a movie, not a guideline, right? This isn't a manual. For me right now, we're getting to a scary point because everybody's joking because Idiocracy is a funny movie. And I keep looking at this movie called V for Vendetta.
Yeah, I know where you're going there.
I know, but it's set 6 years from now, right? And look at how there's a country, the United Kingdom, that is being ruled by sort of like a dictatorship, and they're all about hatred towards everybody. And you're looking at the United States that is divided because of not enough resources, a pandemic, an epidemic ravaging the country, and people are fighting amongst themselves for whatever scraps that are left. You're kind of looking at that and you're thinking, well, that's kind of scary, isn't it? Because I'm not saying that these movies are going to be real or anything, but there's some shit going on that makes you think we're going the wrong way. That's basically what I'm not saying that these movies are real, but we're going the wrong way. And I'm kind of frightened. And we're seeing the same shit here in Europe, and we're seeing the same shit here in this country. I'll send you a link towards a Wikipedia page about this guy after this entire stream is done. But we have this guy here in the Netherlands called Geert Wilders, same weird hairdo, who is basically pointing a finger at everything that isn't white and Caucasian and purebred and whatever. And he's placing the blame everywhere. And he's saying, people, follow me, vote for me, and I will chase away this monstrosity in our society, and I will give life back to our beautiful white Caucasian society, and everything shall be fine.
Well, see, here's the thing and this is why. Not that I don't. It's not. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I disagree with you.
I know.
But politicians do one thing and one thing specifically. They run a platform they believe will let them win.
Yes, exactly.
So the reason why that dude exists, his followers don't exist because of him. He exists because of his followers. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking about stuff like that, it's kind of like, and that's why Idiocracy for me is kind of more apt, because I like to cite myself as an example. Not that I'm some fucking crazy intellectual fucking fancy pants person, but I waited until basically I waited till I was 45 years old to have a baby, because I didn't find the right person, didn't feel I was in the right position for me to have a child that I could teach and grow the child to be the best person that they could possibly be.
Yep.
Whereas Cletus fucks his cousin 19 times, pops out 17 babies, says fuck you to everything. But then they teach their kids the same hillbilly fucking bullshit.
Thank you.
So the reason why the reason why those politicians get elected is because of the hillbilly fucking idiots.
Yes. Thank you.
That there's so much more of them, and that's basically the impetus. That's basically why the movie Idiocracy exists. Is that the dumb hillbilly fucks, you know what I mean, slam out babies every 3 seconds with an IQ of fucking -40. You know what I mean? And they just outnumber. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
The thing is, and that's exactly my point as well. It's not like these politicians have a point. They're looking towards a point that fits the population, and it'll get them votes. They're looking for what will grab their attention, and that. So anyway, Keith, what are you drinking? Oh, nothing. He's not drinking anything.
Just one. He's drinking one.
He's drinking one. Keith is drinking one. Now, Matt, tell me, how much do you believe? How very much do you believe that Keith is only drinking one?
Oh man, that's weird. You know what? Not to be weird, but I set this up to stream to both Facebook and YouTube, and it looks like my Facebook stream got kicked off. That's pretty crazy. Maybe somebody black. Oh, look at it. What now? You're drinking that, Keith? Show me what it looks like in the glass, because I just got a 4-pack of Sneak Box and it's hot garbage. Is it good? What's the date on it? Is it 11/27/29?
No, this is 12/22.
Okay,
So it's like 2 weeks old.
Yeah, I picked one up that was like
really
bad. Really good. It was like it was 11/27 or 29 or something like that. I probably have a can around here.
You sent me that beer.
No, it's one of my favorite beers of all time. I'm saying I buy it multiple times a month. I'm just saying I got a bad batch of it.
Oh, that can happen.
Yeah,
that can happen.
It's good. It is not one of my favorite beers of all time, so that's good. I haven't had it.
No, it's one of my favorite shelfies that I can randomly grab whenever I want of an IPA.
Yeah,
so basically, it drinks like a 7% IPA, and I can get it whenever I want. It costs $13, and it's only 5.4%. That's why I love it.
Look, I love the batch that you sent me, and also because Keith, that may not be the best beer you've ever had, but you are the best. You are the best mustache we've ever had. So that helps.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Somehow my Facebook stream of this got knocked off. That's kind of crazy.
Maybe because you tweet anti-Republican, anti-Trump shit too much. I don't know.
He said Trump too many times. They're like, oh, he's banned.
I love that. I love the fact that we're at a point where this was a sketch on Dutch radio earlier today. I was going grocery shopping and I had my radio on in the car, and there was this fake interview with the owner of Twitter, and they were like, "Yeah, we're going to cancel everything that is hateful and ignorant and whatever, blah blah blah." So the interview asked, "So what's your entire solution to this problem?" "Yeah, we're just going to end Twitter. We're pulling the plug. We're stopping Twitter."
So I actually just want to dive in a couple comments real quick, just because it's what we were talking about. And I don't want to sit here and make this a political fucking thing.
Don't.
Charles is from out Illinois way. It's exactly all GOPers that supported contesting ballots because of politics. But it isn't politics to 45 space. It's posturing. Oh, I agree. But here's the thing. Now, Mike McCann actually says to Bieber, just because you're a Republican doesn't mean you have to support a jerk. Same goes with Democrats. It's a big problem in this country. Well, the two-party system is a problem. Keith will school you all if you want to talk about that ad nauseum. But my rebut to that would be, which was the post I posted on Instagram and a post I posted on my Facebook, which was, you can be a Republican and be against what Trump did or what recently happened, but if you voted for him, you're culpable for what happened. You know what I mean? It can be both. You could say, I don't like what happened, but you can't abolish or admonish yourself from the culpability of what has happened because of the dude. You know what I mean? Like, if you vote for whatever party, it doesn't matter, bad shit goes down, you may not agree with it, but you're part and parcel cause of why that happened. So if you voted for Trump, you have some small part in causing what happened at storming of the Capitol. If he wasn't president, the Capitol wouldn't have been stormed. In the way it was, I'm not saying it would have never happened. I'm not saying it's not going to happen again. That's not what I'm saying. But the incident happened a couple days ago. Happened because people voted for him.
Yes.
Period.
That. And if you are a Republican and you did not vote for the orangutan, awesome. If you were a Republican, you voted for him, and now you're saying, I hate what he did. I respect your opinion. You hate what he did. But you are part of the problem that put him there.
Yeah.
Don't take it. And that's the accountability. That's the thing. People...
We say that, but but as far as Keith goes, if you voted for anybody but specific people, you're part of the problem too. So and I'm not saying that to make fun of Keith. I'm legitimately saying that everybody has that line that it's like, if you do this, then you're part of the problem. If you do this, you're part of the problem. So I'm not saying that just to be like, let's fucking dump on him for the sake of dumping on him. I'm saying there's a perspective involved about where your culpability lies. And I understand that I'm not infallible. Nobody here is. But you can't argue that specific fact that if you voted for that dude, you partially are culpable for what happened.
Exactly. If you voted for him, I'm okay. If you voted for him and afterwards said, you know what, I fucked up. Cool. Because you realized that something was wrong, but you're still.
I'm gonna say something really fucked up now. So
go for it. Go for it.
YouTube, get kicked off YouTube. I don't like what people did, and I'm sad people died. But the people that died, I almost have less of an issue with it because at least they followed through to the end of what they believed.
Dude,
do you know what I mean?
I know.
We have all the other people who are now going, oh, it was all Antifa that were doing it. Like at first, they were live streaming themselves saying, fuck everybody. I love Trump. But then when they're going to get arrested, they go, oh, no, wait. No, that was Antifa dressing up as me. You know what I mean? Like have a spine, go all the way on it. Be like, yeah, I did that shit.
I'm still not sure if this is true. And by the way, Matt, I'm still going to talk, but basically you and I never gave Keith an option so far to talk. So I'm just going to still ramble over him. But There's apparently the story going around that this one guy tasered his own nuts and gave himself a heart attack.
Oh, that's just a joke. That's a joke.
I'm
still not sure if that's a joke, but
And before Keith is allowed to talk and steamroll him one last time, we did give him a chance to talk. He gave us a silent one finger. We gave him an opportunity to talk. He chose.
It's true. We just
don't make up falseness. So, what's going on, Keith? How's life?
It's fun.
And back to you, Thomas. So anyway,
I just want to talk about guys. I'm in a position where I really want to talk about guys tasering their own nuts because that's hot.
No, apparently that was true. Apparently,
yeah.
Apparently, what happened was he had a taser.
Exactly.
And he was trying to steal something or take something off a wall.
Yes.
And it went off. It hit him in the balls, and
it
didn't. And then it just...
He had a coronary. He had a heart attack. That's the story. The story is...
I read that he was walking with his wife and he just had a heart attack.
I don't know what happened, but I kind of really want
to even if it's in his pocket, how the fuck does a taser tase you in the balls when it's in your pocket?
It doesn't exactly tase you in the balls.
Now, he could have been tasered in his thigh, so it's even embellished. Even if it's true, it's still embellished. It's
I know it's embellished.
Doesn't sound the same as man tasered in balls while stealing painting.
Of course it's embellished, but do you really? We're talking about some kind of shithole that stormed the Capitol. Do you really want to discredit this story? I need this story to be true. It's just funny as fuck, and that's it.
You're saying it's true, man. Maybe it's so kooky that my brain can't accept it as truth. You know what I mean?
Or maybe it's
like that.
It was like the groin area, and people are just saying balls.
I'm counting it. It's legit. I'm counting it. What the fuck? The dude hit himself.
Calling it here. We're the fact checkers are looking for the truth. We're confirming it's a fact right here. Live hot take time.
Yeah, the hot take for everybody. Go Google it and leave it in the comments. The hot take is tasering yourself in the nuts. Will it or will it not lead to a heart attack? We would like to know.
Everybody here, have you ever seen anybody tasered in the nuts before? Raise your hand.
Please, everybody here has watched Jackass. Everybody's gonna say.
Let me rephrase that. Has any of you been hanging out in real life with humans and seen another person get tased in the nuts in real life, not on film or the internet? I saw someone tase themselves in the nuts on purpose.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Hey, well, he got like $400 out of it, so you know.
$400 is a lot of craft beer, man.
Yeah,
you can support some breweries there.
It's like I was gonna say it's like half a case from Treehouse, but Treehouse prices are actually pretty good.
Jesus fucking
you
Christ!
can buy three home deliveries from Hill Farmstead in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, how much are those anyway?
$1.35.
That's it.
Wait, what?
Is it like a bottle of each or something?
Yeah, bottle of each, and one of them is barrel aged Damon. Whoa! Hill Farmstead does Hill Farmstead things all the time, and that they decided a couple days ago to close basically for the winter, for the remainder of winter. Basically, they're closing at the end of next week, and they're not going to reopen until March. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, so we figured we'd like let a bunch of people order some beer directly to their homes if they want it, but it's only in the state of Pennsylvania and Virginia. Like they're the only two states, and it just so happens I know a lot of people who live in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, it's $135 plus shipping, handling, and taxes. So I'm guessing it's probably going to push $1.80. That's my guess. But if I get more than one, the first one goes to Keith. Did you sign up for any?
No, that was just like because it's like a lottery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want one?
Oh no, Keith is way too much of an anarchist to do gambling. He doesn't do that.
No, he does it all the time. Do you want one?
If there was one available, yes.
If I get an extra one, do you want one?
Sure.
Okay. No, I don't know if you want to spend that kind of money. I can't just give it to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm not going to charge you
Yeah.
for it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it'll be whatever it costs. But
Yeah. For
Oh,
anybody
I
who's
thought you were going to pay me to take the extra one off your hands. But that's
well,
for
that
anyone,
sounds
for
about right.
anyone just chiming in, Keith going, sure. That's basically his upper echelon of enthusiasm. Like,
That's utter excitement, like bursting at the seams.
it's like,
So let's turn this to a more positive, a more brighter, a more exciting talking point. Keith, do you have COVID or don't you?
No. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys thought you did, didn't you?
We actually got the test result in like I got mine. What was it? It was like within 36 hours. I got an email at like midnight.
Oh, so basically your entire thought was like, I don't have COVID. I can touch people again.
Where did you go for it?
CVS.
Okay.
We did
the one in
drive-thru. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that one actually. I went on a Sunday. I didn't get it until Wednesday.
Yeah, really? we went on a Sunday
faster as the weeks go by. So
we went last Sunday at 12:30, and I got my test results at I forget what day that was, but I got my test result. I got the email saying that my test results were on the thing, so I checked it. And at 12, I think it was 12:14 a.m. on Tuesday, and then Katie got hers at like 8 a.m.
Oh, okay.
So I was actually surprised that it came that quick, but you know, I'm not unless they're just not even bothering anymore. They're just throwing everything in the garbage and telling everyone they're negative to save the economy.
And there he is, people. There he is, people. There's Keith. He finally chimed in. It took about 50 minutes. Keith has finally entered the fucking Jesus.
Did you guys see that comment just pop up?
No.
Which one?
That was weird. Like.
Oh, that was me. Sorry, that was me.
Thanks, Jeremiah.
Sorry, that was me.
I don't see it in the chat though.
No, that was me. I was trying to see if I could change the Massive Beer logo to like Nerd Sense or whatever. I was just fucking around. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That was me.
You do it over here. See, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah,
see how you.
I wanted to do that because I was fucking around. I wanted to see if I could do that. I would just.
Actually, I should turn that shit off, or I should make it bigger, at least to obscure your face. But I'll just.
Oh, dude, you should make everything bigger.
Oh, you can turn it completely off?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had it up because I was doing like, I think he just kicked himself out of the fucking chat. That's even better. Oh man, I love Thomas. He's the best.
Yeah.
You're the best, dude. You're so good at doing.
What's he doing? What are you doing?
I was adding him, and he was adding himself, and I was kicking him out, but I was trying to add him, so it was kind of like when you're locking the door, you're unlocking the door.
Keith, don't you laugh? Don't you even laugh? We're doing the echoing thing again. Don't you even laugh at Matt fucking things up? You know what he did last week?
Oh, you're doing the echoing thing? Then go fucking change your audio settings.
No,
again.
it's cool again. It's cool again. But seriously, Keith, do you know what Matt did the other week?
What?
He was in a live stream with me and some people.
This is the best.
Yeah, this is so fucking funny. The motherfucker thought, like, I'm going to leave the stream. But because of his intuitive nature, and because he always starts so many of these live streams.
And because
we were in
the same StreamYard account?
Yes, because of that. You know what the motherfucker did? He didn't just click leave stream. No. Beardy motherfucker there clicked end stream. he ended my live stream.
Yeah, now it's fucking classic. I love it.
Oh, fuck me. We were sitting there going, what the fuck just happened? I was in the middle of my live stream, and suddenly it just in my screen, it went broadcast ended. I'm like, what the fuck was this shit just right now?
And you can't restart it. There's no way to
No, you
restart
can't. No, you can't. Well, you
I
could.
was like, sorry, guys.
It was beautiful. I loved it. Oh my god, it was amazing. I actually
Yeah,
really had a.
I was a fan too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was funny.
So Keith, I bought this today, 2012 Pepe Nero
Oh yeah.
from Goose Island, from that fucking place across from ShopRite in Washington for $12 a 4-pack, and there's a bunch of them there, and you should go buy some.
Okay. Is it good?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
What is it? Is Belgian what?
It's a Belgian farmhouse dark ale.
Oh,
You'll love it, dude. With peppercorns. It's
What?
yeah, it's a Belgian style farmhouse ale, a dark one. It's the same color as this beer, basically.
yeah.
Actually darker than that. With peppercorns. 2012. Fucking amazing.
How much was it?
$12 for a 4-pack. And it's probably Goose Island pre AB InBev. AB InBev bought Goose Island at the end of 2011. This is bottled in 2012, but at the beginning of 2012, so it probably was made prior to Goose Island purchasing them. So
Wait. This was bottled in 2012.
yes,
Just recapping here because this does not compute. This was bottled in 2012.
That's how
Yes.
beer works.
And you bought a 4-pack for what?
$12.
$12 about 3 hours ago off a shelf.
Oh,
Again, this does not compute. You did what?
I got good beer in Jersey. Jersey's like an old beer vortex of awesomeness. It's pretty fantastic.
So, are there? I just because you had this weird fucking thing a few weeks ago during Christmas where you bought some amazing beer for a great price. How are housing prices in your area right now? Because the Netherlands suck. I kind of need to,
yeah, not great.
No, this pricing is normal. Like this is kind of how this old beer thing is a weird thing that Jersey does.
Yeah.
It has not. It doesn't relate to regular economy. Like housing prices around here are insane. You can't buy a house right now. Like if I know people that are selling houses right now. The houses are up for a day and they're gone. Like if a house goes up for sale right now in northern New Jersey, they're going to be expensive and they're going to sell in like 3 days.
Yeah, a lot of that happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go figure.
What are you drinking? That? Are you still drinking that same thing, Kane?
Sneak box, yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you buy that?
I bought that at Bottle King in Mansfield. It's like it's so weird because there was 2 shelves of cane at the top, and then the shelf underneath it had Lawson's, and all the cane was like $14, $13, whatever, and the Lawson's was 10. I was like, I wish cane was $10 or $8. If Lawson's is $10,
well, was it Lawson's that was made in?
No,
at Lawson's, or
no,
Lawson's made at fucking Two Roads.
Yeah, it was probably the Two Roads, because that's how that works. Made for distro beer is cheaper for some reason. Well, because it's mass produced, I guess.
Literally.
Well, you guys drink all the mass produced shit. I'm drinking homebrew. I love the fact that the bottle
is it really homebrew? Because the label looks legit.
The label. This guy is. It's called a. It's the Sheep Russian Imperial Stout Barrel Project. I'm not sure if this was actually aged on a barrel or if it was aged on wood chips from a barrel. But I love the fact that it says ingredients are malt, hop, water, yeast, divorce, lack of money. So this guy's legit. This actually, there are 32 bottles of this, and this is bottle number 27. It is barrel aged on Glenbroch whiskey barrel with added cherries. Glenbroch. Oh, sorry, I'm Dutch. Sorry, because I'm Dutch, I actually have the capability of doing the thing. I know you guys lack that. I'm sorry. I don't want to downplay you. I'm sorry. This is just this is an American lacking. We the sound. And it's with added cherries and blackberries. And this is 14.2% ABV.
Did you drink that
Session
whole thing?
beer.
Is that 750?
This is 750. So basically, I'm at the point where I'm saying it's Saturday evening. It's almost 10 p.m. I'm gonna get fucked.
Did you open it yet? Yeah,
dude.
You've been, right? Yeah.
Can you see how empty this bottle is right now?
Yeah, but it's also what? It's also what? It's like pushing 10 o'clock for you, like 10 o'clock almost, or 11?
10. He just said 10.
Wait, give me 2 seconds.
I'm going to kick Keith out of here for correcting me and say he just said 10. Fuck yourself.
It's 9:54 there, or
it's not. It's almost 10.
Or whatever. Fucking. It's almost 20 o'clock. Is what I'm trying to say.
Speaking of homebrew, so do you see in the chat here? You have Mike McCann.
Yes.
Okay. If you go on to my review of his homebrew, he sent me 2 homebrews, and he sent me an English dark mild, and then he sent me a Schwarz beer recently. The most recent one I posted, which is the dark mild, he says, "Oh, if Keith wants these, just have him let me know, and I'll send him some." So you should go check out that comment section. Oh. I tried to tag in it, but I don't think it worked.
Sometimes I get notifications for things. Sometimes I don't on YouTube. I don't know what the deal with that is.
YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's to an end, man. Where else are we gonna do this? Twitch. You know what I mean?
No, man. You know what we need to do? We need to start an OnlyFans, because with my hot body, we will be earning loads of money.
I actually thought about that because my buddy did when I did that fake fight between me and my friend video thing I did. Because he did an OnlyFans for a hot minute, but you have to, like, in order for anybody to watch your videos, they have to like enter their info, like credit card information and all that stuff. You just can't watch OnlyFans. Yeah.
Somebody actually just sent me a message. They want me to do an OnlyFans. Okay, I'm going to do an OnlyFans, but for the person who's watching, I will do an OnlyFans only if you pay me. You need to pay me shitloads of money because it's going towards a good cause. And you know what that good cause is. There you go.
Tell Katie to get off her phone and hang out with her family like she's supposed to.
No, Katie needs to get the fuck in this stream right now.
No, she's not here. I was making a joke. I was saying that Katie's the one that message.
Holding the cat.
Oh, she was here. She left.
Oh, okay. Wait, she's down the street from me?
Yes, she's right across the street from me.
Tell her to come over here and come on my stream.
Wait, what?
So Katie lives like a half an hour away from me, but her parents live like a house over from me. Like where she came basically to where I live to visit her family because they live like a couple houses down from me.
Like that close? I didn't even know that. I know she was. Sorry. There's like shit. Jesus fucking hell. So much shit going on here right now. I am distracted. I am a distracted puppy.
Well, you drank a lot of Imperial Stout. 14% Stout.
No.
Yeah.
Keith, at this point, I did not drink a lot of Imperial Stout. I am the Imperial Stout.
Is that a big thing over there? 14% stouts and 750s. I mean, I guess the brewery does that, but like, I don't think a lot
I
of
don't know. Fuck me. It's a homebrew.
places do it.
You know what I'm gonna do?
You really like that bottle, Thomas.
You know what I'm gonna do, Keith?
You gonna put the bottle fat end first up your butthole? Okay, there you go.
Now, actually, here in the Netherlands, we hardly see 750s. This is kind of a weird thing for us. When we see 750s, it's usually wild ales or like the really, really big imperial stouts. 750s for like generic beers that you usually see. That's not something we do. I don't know why.
No. I don't know. There's maybe not so much anymore, but like, I don't know, I feel like there was this kind of like what's it called? This kind of thing where putting things in 750s was like the cool thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of what it was. Because like Hill Farmstead puts all their stuff in 750s or whatever, or like their shelfies and stuff, their shelf saisons, and that stuff's awesome because it's like $10 and awesome. But I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Everything I want in a 750 usually doesn't come in a 750.
See, the thing is, what I need in 750s here, I think breweries don't really understand how we work. They think that when you put stuff in 750s, we're going to share it with people.
Yeah.
If there's ever a brewery watching this live stream, we do not share 750s.
We buy drinks for everyone.
Yeah, we buy them with the intention of saying, I shall share this with a friend. And then we chug them.
And then a worldwide pandemic happens and you just end up drinking them all by yourself.
Yes. Guess who the friend is that I'm sharing it with?
At the beginning of this pandemic, I drank 2 Magnums to myself.
And there you go. And that's exactly what it's like. When I drink a 750, I pop it at like 2 p.m. Depending on what kind of style it is. If it's like a 4% table beer, 3% table beer, I'll pop it at like whatever. But if it's like a big imperial stout, I'll pop a 750 at 2 p.m. and I'm gonna chuck that motherfucker all by my own throughout the entire afternoon, and I'm gonna have fun with it because whatever. That's what I'm doing. Breweries seem to think that we drink these beers with friends. It's a pandemic. We may have friends, but we don't see them. So we're drinking this shit by our own.
It's amazing how like the whole pandemic, like there used to be this kind of idea before the pandemic that like if you drank beer at home without your friends, you're like a hot piece of garbage, and now it's like the norm. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, that's what you just do now. It's perfectly normal.
Another beer. I'll be right back.
Okay, comments. We have Mike McCann saying, I got a red IPA now to send with the dark mild and chores to Keith. So there you go. Keith's not even here, and he doesn't even know he's getting more beer. Mike McCann saying Facebook crashed out for a couple. Yeah, I don't know why. That kind of sucks. I've done this a couple times with Facebook, and it's never crashed before. So it's probably all the Trump talk. If ending a live stream is the worst that can happen, all problems are over. It kind of sounds about right coming from Waldo. Charles saying he's drinking a Benthic from Half Acre at the moment. What's a Benthic? I don't know if I've ever had that before. Benthic. It's Half Acre is a brewery over here that is absolutely fantastic. They make all kinds of great crushers, but this one is not. It is a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with coffee and coconut. Holy shit, it's got to be good. Half Acre is like one of the better breweries in general. Let's see what we got going on here. Felix from up north saying I bought Imperial Black Season. I assume he means Saison. 9.5% ABV from Dudiciel for $10.99 Canadian. So that's what, like $3 American. That's fucking. They make great beer. I mean, DDCL. Let's put it this way. I just bought a 4-pack of DDCL of their What did I buy from them? Their it's their American barley wine. Anyway, I forget the name of it. And I bought a 4-pack. It cost me like $28 for the 4-pack. You know. So I am envious. Waldo chiming in again saying, I'm going to drink with friends from the music business. Thomas may explain. And then we have Matthew Matoyer saying, I've been drinking alone for years. So have I, man. I'm just saying people think that's weird, but not me.
No. Matt. You actually had friends from the music business.
What do you mean?
Because if I am correct, Remy sent it to you. I've got friends in the music business. It was a collaboration between a Dutch brewery called Frontaal and the Brewery.
Yeah.
You reviewed that.
Brewery. Yeah, I reviewed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to drink with my friends from the music business. Thomas may explain. I think that's the one he's drinking. However, I'm not sure which one he's drinking. There have been 1 or 2 barrel-aged versions as well, so I'm not sure which one he's drinking. The reason I'm not sure is because I'm half fucked up right now, so, you know.
I can't wait to see Thomas fully fucked up. That's just half fucked up. That's kind of bad.
Oh, yeah, that's going to happen when I'm in your crib.
Yeah, I can't wait. I hope that actually materializes in you and come over. You know what I mean?
There's plans. There's plans, but it all depends on that one 5-letter word right now. COVID.
Oh, I thought you were alluding to TRUMP. Anyway.
Oh no, not that one. Kind of related. Yeah.
Anyway, he's drinking Barrel Blend 2. I had Barrel Blend 1 yesterday. I'm not sure which one I had, but I assume it's 1.
No, you did not have a Barrel Blend. You had the straightforward. You had the that's the one you had.
The shittier version I had.
Oh yeah, you had the one where they were like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna brew this and we're gonna be fuck all with it, and we're just gonna put it in a bottle because we need to make money." That one, because Remy's a cheapskate. You know, Remy's a cheapskate. You know he is.
Yeah. Fucking cheap bastard.
Yeah, he is fucking ass, motherfucker, whatever.
Goddamn.
Yeah. Get it, Keith. Get it.
Go for it. Go for it. Jesus fucking Christ.
This is super weird. It's good.
I don't like it actually.
Oh, did you have it?
Years ago.
When I heard that,
actually, I shouldn't say I didn't like it. I was just like, I don't remember it, but I've had it because that's them in fucking Wakefield, right?
No, this is just them.
No, it's them in Wakefield. It's the actual airport codes, EWI, and then Miami. That's why it says that because it's airport code. It's Newark to Miami is what that means.
It doesn't.
All I know is I saw Highland, and then I'm
Highland. Am I thinking of a different beer? Yeah, it's the Florida waste they made with fucking
that
Wake.
Unless this is Carton's beer and they made a version of it with J.
Oh yeah, maybe that's the case. But it's inspired. I guess maybe that makes. That's what it's Newark airport code. That's what EWR is.
Yeah.
Airport code.
Yeah. I was gonna say I know this is Newark, but I wasn't sure what I wasn't thinking airport codes, even though the one isn't airport code. But, you know.
All I know is I'm thinking of the movie Highlander right now, and sorry. That's what you did to me. I'm thinking about Conor McLeod from the Clan McLeod. Yeah.
I've never watched that movies at all ever in my life.
Can I, Keith? Can I just kick Matt from the stream right now?
I have no say over any of that. So
No, actually, I don't know. Do I have that? I might. I could. Maybe I can do that. I can actually remove him from the stream. I won't because I could edit.
You can remove me, but I could just put.
Oh shit! He can remove me. Fuck! Why did I say this? Oh, I'm doomed. Sorry, guys.
I was literally just because I saw Craig actually said I'm drinking a Dunkel from Colonel Brewery, London right now, and I was like, I forgot to put a link in the Euro Dudes fucking thing, and I go into the chat for the Euro Dudes, and there's like 7 live streams going on right now with all of them.
Yeah, dude. Harry just sent his own stream.
Yep.
I know Davor is asking me what I'm chugging. I'm chugging beer because I'm an alcoholic.
R.I.P. Sean Connery from Charles, out Chicago way.
So,
I made this controversial statement the other day on Facebook, and I will back it up.
Yeah,
I am a Roger Moore fan when it comes to Bond. He is my Bond. And I kind of had to explain that away to some people because they were like, "What? You're crazy." I am not saying that Roger Moore is a better actor than Sean Connery. I'm not saying he's even a better Bond than Sean Connery. I'm just saying I like him better than every other Bond because my mom was like a 4'11" Scottish crazy woman, so you thought she'd like Sean Connery more, but for some reason she loved Roger Moore. And I think it was ingrained into me as a child that Roger Moore was the more superior Bond because of her. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I watch Bond movies, she enjoyed it more. So there you go. So still Sean Connery. I actually really enjoy, a lot of his older movies. Like what's the Molly Maguire's movie is fantastic. Even his last movie, which was Extraordinary Gentleman. I think that's an underrated movie.
It is an underrated movie.
Apparently,
So, the thing is with Sean Connery. When you think about Sean Connery, I once actually visited Sean Connery. Sean Connery used to be quite a good friend of mine, and I once visited Sean Connery, and I came to his place.
Are you gonna do a shitty accent right now?
I looked at his place, and I was like, "Dude, what the hell? What the hell's going on?" There was shit all over his floor, like knickknacks and books and whatever. And I was like, "Dude, Sean, what happened?" And he looked at me and said, "My books fell off my shelf. I can only blame myself."
Yeah.
So Harry, Thomas just did a shitty Sean Connery impression.
God.
Should I just kick him out of the chat now, or should we just lambaste him for a little bit?
Technically, Sean Connery was foreign, so a foreigner doing a foreign voice, I don't mind it. But yeah, just block him.
Henry, are you calling me foreign?
Yes.
I was gonna say, apparently Sean Connery quit acting because he thought that movie the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, he hated it so much that he was just like, I'm not acting anymore.
I think that's not actually. If you look at his IMDb,
you're also talking about a guy that turned down some amazing roles because he just couldn't understand them, like fucking Star Wars, a bunch of other stuff that he was like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, this is dumb, and they were great. So I'm not saying he had the best. Plus, go watch his 60 Minutes YouTube or 60 Minutes YouTube or 60 Minutes interview on YouTube with Barbara Walters about how he justifies eating lettuce. You know what I mean? That's his goal right there. He's like, sometimes you just need a snack, and that's how it works.
Yeah. Craig!
All right.
Sorry, I had to do that because nobody was paying attention, and I saw Craig, and nobody ever pays attention to when the biggest legend ever in YouTube streaming, YouTube reviewing, with that motherfucking hat comes online. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Kent Beer Reviews.
That's your new intro.
Thank you. Right. Bye. No. Thank you.
It's your new intro into every single stream.
There you go.
Allegedly. No.
Just to tie the Sean Connery thing into a bow before we get into something else. If you want to watch the most ballin' shit ever, ever, like ballin', like straight up, like real legit ballin', not like big rapper ballin', is like when Andy Murray wins the Wimbledon. This is like the first Englishman to win like Wimbledon in like fucking a billion years.
That will annoy
Like
him.
he's in the middle of his press conference with all the media. Like he's sitting there, like they're just started asking the questions, and fucking Sean Connery and Alex Ferguson, the manager from Manchester United, walk in and just walk up on the podium up to him and just start talking to him. Like they're just like, fuck the media. We're going to hang out and chat with you. We're not even like, we'll watch. It's hilarious because they just walk up and be like, yeah, we just want to say, they're just like, oh man, that was great. We're really happy. It's like in the middle of a humongous press conference where they shouldn't be interrupting at all. But not only do they walk up there, like people should be like, you can't go there. Everybody's like, it's fucking Sean Connery. We can't tell him. We can't go there. You know what I mean? And he just walks up there and starts shaking his hand, has a conversation, takes some pictures, whatever, and then leaves. And they're like, I guess we do the press conference now again. You know what I mean? Like that's like the most ballin' shit in the history of fucking anything. Anyway, back to Craig's fedora.
What are you drinking, Craig?
I'm just I done a little hour live thing earlier, well, just now, and just finishing up the Colonel Brewery Dunkel, as I said not long ago.
Why did I just fucking knew that you were drinking the Colonel?
I don't know. Probably because I said it in the chat.
Wait, what? Did you? Did you actually say that?
Yeah, he did.
When did I ever pay attention to the goddamn chat, man? When did I do that? You guys pay. You just wait. I'm just checking the chat.
No.
Morning, Kings. Never knew. I saw.
Thank you.
I'll just. The one thing I would like to really share. One thing that Harry said in the chat. I'll be sharing them on the toilet. That's what Harry said.
Yeah. I meant with the toilet, but that's fine.
No. You didn't say anything in the chat about the Colonel. Sorry.
No, not in the chat. In the comments on here.
Oh, in the comments on here. Oh, well, fuck it. I don't pay attention to those.
Fine. If not anyone cares, I am on that, which is non-alcoholic beer. Dry January.
I always have that stuff. We're not allowed to do dry January in the United States. It's been called off. It's been called off.
Yeah. Try
it.
Of course.
Non-alcoholic stuff.
Okay.
You guys need alcohol right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
But Craig, back to the Colonel. What's the deal with that brewery? I see their stuff kind of every now and then. I love the labels, and it seems like they're pretty well received. They make. What do they do? Like, if you were to associate them to a specific brewery and what they do, like, do they make everything? Do they make specific style stuff? Like, what's what?
Craig, you want this one, or should I do it?
They're more renowned for their imperial stouts, IPAs, but they do a lot of their beers. They're very kind of hot specific of what the style is. That's what they generally go into. They got this plain Jane brown label. It's not info. There's a little bit, but they always put a bottled on and a a bottled on date and a best before date. They've always done that. They've been doing it for 11 years. One of the OGs, I'd say, certainly in England, craft beer breweries in London. And they do some great stuff.
Yeah. So,
do we get that over here?
No.
You
I feel like I've seen it somewhere, right?
I know.
Like it's familiar.
I think because I think there's one specific label that looks like that I'm thinking of, and I can't think of what it is. But anyway, what were you saying, Thomas? Or
the original King of Beer Tube Lee just actually passed a mantle to Craig, but also he wanted to back it up with the truth, which is and the vivacious backstabbing employee to take the crown, just so we know the legitimacy of how that happened, just so everybody knows. A little inside YouTuber humor.
The thing with the Colonel is, and I'm not sure, I'm just being an asshole here because I'm Dutch and I have no clue about what the British imperialist would think. When it comes to the Colonel and what I've had, These are Matt. I saw a review from you today that talked about. I think it was a Schwarz beer.
Scotch ale?
No, I think it was a Schwarz beer. I don't know what it was.
Homebrew?
No, it wasn't a homebrew. It was a Fox Farm beer. It was a black beer.
Okay.
It was I don't know which one it was. You posted it a few days ago. Here's the thing, though. Colonel is one of these breweries that says we're going to do a style, and we're going to do it the way it's supposed to be. The Colonel is basically UK's Fox Farm.
Someone, my colleague,
There we go.
yesterday said Fox Farm was like pretty minty and worth looking at and stuff, and I'd never heard about them. But then he said like he went down to because he's from Chicago originally. Well, he's not. He lived in Chicago for years, and then he did a lot of touring around the States, going to different breweries and trying their beers and stuff. And he said Fox Farm was like one of the best he went to. He couldn't care for Trillium, couldn't care for Treehouse, couldn't care for Other Half. He was like Fox Farm was his jam. He loved that place.
If you were to order, if you said I'm gonna order a box from the United States, and you got a variety of beers from them, and you could pick one brewery, I'd tell you them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would be. It would be, and it's not like they're better, markedly better than everybody else. They're essentially, they're basically like a Hill Farmstead brewery, but shifting in a little different direction in what they do. But also, like, because they do a little bit more kind of like German style Schwarz beer, smoke lager, stuff like that. Not that Hill Farmstead doesn't do that, but Hill Farmstead does that on the light. And they focus a little bit more on a farmhousey double IPA kick, whereas Fox Farm does more German traditional styles and does everything else. You can get a table beer, you can get a double IPA, you can get an imperial stout, a barley one, whatever it is, but it's that level of good. But it's also attainable too. It's not it's brewery only, but if you go there, it's like literally you go to the brewery, you drive up, you pick up your stuff, you leave. There's no lines, there's no headaches, there's no nothing.
Matt, I'm gonna fuck you over right now. Matt. Kane Brewing or Fox Farm?
Oh, Fox Farm.
Whoa, you did not have to think about that. That's impressive.
No. And it's not, and it's not. That's not like a kind of knock at Kane. I think Kane is fantastic. Their barrel aging program is top notch. A lot of the stuff that they do on kind of like a small level Pilsner or whatever is fine, but it's so few and far between. Really, they chug out fucking young barrel aged stouts and hazies and drip and drab on the peripheral all the other stuff. Whereas Fox Farm's just chugging out everything. Like the dudes, and this is what I said, and I said it in one review, and this is kind of where Fox Farm kind of lands for me. It feels like Fox Farm, whoever the head brewer is at Fox Farm or whoever is making the beer, wakes up and goes, I'm going to make this today. There's no Excel sheet going, oh, well, like I could see Kane going, okay, we put out these 5 beers, but we haven't put this one beer in a while, so we should probably do this one beer because we haven't filled this area for a little bit. And our Excel sheet, our spreadsheet says that we need to quota this certain amount during this quarter because that's what is expected of us as a company. Whereas I think whoever brews at Fox Farm just wakes up and goes, I feel like brewing a Schwarz beer today, so I'm fucking brewing a Schwarz beer today. And then that's the vibe I get from the company. So
yeah, because I know they have they have a smoked lager.
Yeah,
and they have it pretty regularly. Like it'll sell out because I was planning on going there, and
sorry,
because I wanted to get specifically because I was like in the mood for smoked lager, and I was like I want to try Fox Farm. Plus, they had a bunch of other stuff I wanted to get, so I was like I'm gonna go there. And
I'm sorry, Keith, I'm not laughing at you. I just love the fact that you started a sentence, and I just knew it was gonna start with. I know they have a smoked lager.
But so when I was planning to go, they didn't have it available. It had like just sold out in the last week, and like 2 weeks later or whatever it was, they had it again. Like the beers that they have, they make regularly, and it's awesome because usually like a brewery will put out a smoke lager in the fall, and then that's it for the year, or ever, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of nice to have like those kind of options throughout the year.
Craig, look, stay away. Just don't look at your phone. Look at us. Come on.
It's just silent.
Why are you yelling at Craig?
Because Craig, I just noticed Craig was.
He didn't do anything to you, dude.
Craig didn't do anything to me, but I just really want to get Craig's attention because
Not
Craig,
yet. Not yet.
Craig knows. Craig knows.
Just what? Oh, hi Lucy.
What?
Also seen Devil's comment about hill farmsteads in the UK. I think I brought one to when we had Brumpiss, or someone brought was a Brumpiss up, and
Yeah.
we did have well, like I think it was the Blaugies collab.
The collab
Yes.
is really good.
They do a lot of collabs.
Yeah,
with
the green and yellow label.
Yeah.
Vermontese.
Really good. Oh, that's good.
I'm trying to think
stuff.
what because it only comes
Can't
through
pronounce
traders when we get it over here. Yeah, I think that was the one. Matt, that was the one.
Online, but not in the big, not in
Um,
the big bottle. It's in the 375. I've seen it online.
Yeah, here, I'll show you.
It's a great.
I've had a couple of the cans actually. I have had a few of the cans. They came last year. Yeah,
Oh,
La
they
Vermontoise or Vermontese or whatever it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that beer.
That one
That
right
one,
there.
yeah. I think I've also had. I'm just flicking through my Untapped. I've had Double Citra. I swear I've had others. I have. But it's just finding them. But yeah, I've had I think I've had 3 cans and then 2 bottles, but they've all come through traders and stuff. So, yeah, it seems to be fairly impossible. But I've got a feeling the best place to go would be Beer Gonzo. That would be my thought of somewhere to look at, and I think they do ship to Europe. But yeah, I noticed that Drick Beer got a load of Trillium recently. They got Trillium, the funky, all their sours and all their wild beers, I suppose.
Well, that's
they got this
kind
week.
of how it is over here, though. Like, it's not like Hill Farmstead's readily available over here. You have to essentially, you'll find it pretty widespread in Vermont at tap rooms and bars and restaurants, and you'll see drips and drabs of their kegs kind of a couple states over, depending on what direction you're looking at. But outside of that, if you're going to get a bottle of cane, you're either going to the brewery or finding somebody to trade it or mule it for you. Even here in the States, you can't buy it off the shelf, you know. So, but my point about Fox Farm is it's the same. Like, Fox Farm isn't available on the shelf, but to go to Hill Farm says you're driving a long way. Even if you live close to there, you're driving a lot. You're going down. Let's put it this way: when you go to Hill Farmstead, you're driving down dirt roads for a long time, and you have no cell service. You know what I mean? It's not like it's like, oh, we'll pop into Hill Farmstead. No, that's not happening. You know what I mean? You purposely have to go there because there's nothing.
That's what Paul said. He said he went to go down there, but because it was raining so bad, he decided not to go there because he said his car just wouldn't have handled it. So, yeah.
Matt,
which is part of the attraction, though, too, because it's separate. Your cell phone won't work.
Yeah,
there's dirt roads. You separate yourself from technology and everything. You have to go there and enjoy beer and talk to humans.
It's my drive to work. There's no signal. The radio cuts out for half of it, and then it starts up again. Yeah.
Matt, can I quickly ask you a question?
No.
Well, I will. James, Rampant Lion, right?
Yeah, that's his
He
name.
just asked me a question. He's like, are my questions showing up in the feed?
On my
It's-
end, they're not.
No, they're not here either. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? He's like, is this okay? He just sent me a private message just through Facebook. So I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Because
Well,
his
why doesn't he
questions
just
aren't.
join the live stream?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask him like, join, dude.
Yeah. No, I mean, I see Devore's comment to him, but I actually don't see his comments in this. I don't understand
either. Rumpant.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go.
I see them. I see them on the thing. If you're
Do
on
you?
Top Chat. Yeah, actually no. If I flick back, if I see them, if I look on this on StreamYard, I don't see them. But if you go on the actual stream, you see them.
Weird. I don't see him here in StreamYard. I'm gonna go kick the bucket here, and that sounds harsh, but I'm not gonna kick the bucket. I'm gonna go off then because yeah, this was fun. This was great. Oh, he's going back to sleep for work anyway.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go off right now because yeah, it's been fun, but I realize I've had a little bit too much to drink, and I'm getting at the point where I'm not gonna be a fun participant for a live
That's
stream.
fine, dude. We'll see. We'll see you soon enough, brother.
I realize
You're fun. You're fun.
Yeah.
You're fun.
Yeah.
You'll be more fun after another bottle. Is what I've heard. Word on the street. Just gone.
See you in the comments for the next 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I don't see James's stuff in the comments either. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah. It's like if you go on the actual YouTube, I can see it there.
No, I went to the actual YouTube and I still can't see it.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Yeah, let me see. Maybe I have James blocked in some form or fashion. Let's see if that's permission.
I'd block him. Him and his cucumbers.
Hide users. I do not see. No, he's not. He's not in my block thing.
Yeah, well, this is between top and live. Even between top and live, he's on top and on live. So.
Oh, let me do this.
You know,
cancel.
I think it's just put up Hadrian's Wall. That's what's happened.
Well, no, that sucks because like if he's not showing up, he might be commenting on my videos and I don't see him too. Like in general, that would be pretty poopy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know why that would do that. That's a technical term. Science term, poopy.
It's kind of goofy as fuck.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah. So I got him bought a whole case of craft non-alcoholic beer after drinking macro non-alcoholic beer.
Is that what you're gonna do for the whole January? Like
the whole January? Yeah, I just decided. Fuck it, let's. Well, it was more like a challenge.
Who made that beer? Is it BrewDog?
No, it looks like it. I thought that at first as well.
It does. That's right.
It looks like BrewDog's kind of old style, doesn't it? Yeah. It's actually, I think it's Estrella. Yeah, I think it's Estrella, but it's like 0.0 bang on session, super sessionable water ale. It's basically like Bud Light. Yeah. Doesn't really tell. I'm fairly sure it's Estrella though. But I've got some Bavaria beers as well. And then the craft lot I've got is a whole load of beer from Northern Monk. And Northern Monk do a normal beer, which is Striding Light or Striding Edge or something like that. And then they've done, which is like 2.5%, but then they've done a low ABV version of it, which is, 0.5%. So I'll give that a go in a bit as well. Got a 12-pack of that for like £15 on offer. Because I had to get rid of a subscription to someone to Beer 52 because I just don't need any more beer. Because my house is like groaning. All the cupboards and shelves and everything are just full. Because I keep buying beer, but at the same time I'm just not drinking it. It's a horrible, horrible thing to happen to you.
That's been me lately because I have a bunch of beer that I'm saving to do videos for, but I haven't really had the time to do videos recently. So anytime like I do a live stream or something, I have to go buy beer. 'Cause I don't have anything in the fridge to drink. Where'd Matt go?
I guess he's
probably trying to
traffic.
figure out the comment thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Way back.
Right there.
Has it worked?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how.
Oh, Matt, I was gonna ask you, what was that? You probably know. What was that one beer that Kane did? And it was like 3%, and it was like they brewed some like huge imperial stout or something, and then they did like a runoff. They brewed a beer with the runoffs or whatever.
You're talking about the runoff beer, not the stout?
Yeah. I forget.
I don't know.
They brewed some stout or something, and then they took the grains from that, went through it again, and they brewed like some 3%.
I know what you're talking about. I know the concept, and I think I know the beer, but I remember talking about the beer, but I just don't remember the beer in general.
Yeah, I don't
about it, you know. Like I remember. Yeah, I wonder why James can't comment on my videos. That's actually like super irritating. I'll have to look into it later, but whatever. Anyway, what'd you just crack?
A winter mild.
Yes. Time and tide.
Are there a lot of milds and stuff available over there? No.
Not loads, but when you see them,
I just gotta.
I feel like there's more than over there than over here.
So I just got this beer from this brewery, Civil Life. A guy named Jason sends them to me, and they're absolutely fantastic. They lean heavily traditional, and this is a beer that they just made and he sent me. And I don't think it's an actual style, or I could be wrong. I've never heard of Festival Mild. I don't think that exists, to be perfectly honest with you. So
I like the sound of it though.
Yeah, is it a fest beer that is a mild? Like
Did they are they just calling it that? Did they make it for something? Because it says
they made it. It was packaged in October. The last day of October. I don't think they're making a beer in COVID.
Oh, so it's supposed to be like a fest. Yeah. So what you said, like a fest beer mild.
What would you assume it would be? My knee-jerk reaction was a lagered English mild. Like it was a fest beer, mild hybrid. That was really good. It tasted like Nutella. It tasted like undersweetened Nutella. It was fucking really, really, really good.
That's what that tasted like?
Yeah, it was really good. My second favorite part is that if you take the label and you peel it off, there's some gaudy, horrible can underneath that is tall grass coastal fusion. Fucking Midwest. So it's like, it's full of surprises. Wow. This thing. So yeah. But it was delicious. All the beers were fucking awesome.
Who actually did like some secondhand cans recently and basically didn't change the labeling on them?
I guess.
Is that homebrew? Or is that from like an actual brewery?
No, not just an actual brewery, but a brewery that like a lot of like beer. I don't want to say beer snobs, but like brewers. You know, if you ever see a comedian and he's popular but not super popular, but he's like the comedian's comedian, like that kind of thing. Like that's like when I post their beers, like a lot of brewers or beer journalists and stuff like that, and be like, "Oh, I fucking love that brewery." Like it's like they have that cachet with like people in the industry or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They're from St. Louis, Missouri. All they do is like every beer I've had from them has been like a Kolsch or a lager, or a Pilsner, or dark mild, or you know what I mean? Like all the shit you would come to expect from a brewery like that. And they're really, really good. Like all the beers are excellent. It's just a fest mild, like it's like festival mild.
It's like my love of like meat ales, but it's like festival milds. Love to see like a festival of just everyone just drinking mild. And only have mild available.
I think we actually had the best comment in the history of mankind. I'll let Keith take this one.
Change to do a beer with Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, the old school rapper, Big Daddy Kane. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I wholeheartedly agree with that. It should be like a. I don't even know what that would be.
I don't know.
Yeah, just like with that can though, how it had like the completely separate can beneath. Brewdog actually did that recently. They used cans which had printing errors and stuff on them, and they released them into supermarkets, and people are going bonkers on it because some of the beers said that they were different ABVs to what they actually was, and because you're allowed in the UK to have like a little bit of leeway on a can, you're allowed to have your packaged beer can be 0.5%. Either way, like it could be 5%, or if you sell it as 4.5, it can be 5%, or it could be 4%. But they had these punks, like people go nuts, and it was like 5.6 is standard punk IPA, but then some were coming up as like 5.4 or 5.2. I think we saw some, and then people go nuts over them. It's like, oh, it's fucking cheapening the recipe down, cheapen it down further.
Yeah, but I can see Brewdog
States,
doing that on purpose just to like whip up like something.
Yeah.
Was it 450 North were bullshitting for the ABV
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
the beer?
Oh, ABV is
So,
like that shit over here is like half the beers they drink. I'm like, yeah, this is not what they're saying. Like no one is being held accountable for the ABV levels. Like a brewery, I'll be like there's a brewery over here called Nightmare Brewing. They do these like sketchy cans that are like kind of like death metal covers or whatever the fuck they are. And I'll be like, yeah, this is a fucking 14% Imperial Stout. And I'll drink it and be like, this is sugar water. And this probably fucking finished at like 6%, but there's so much residual sugar. There's no way this is 14%. Like you can't have a beer that tastes like fucking candy water. Like not like a big burly Imperial Stout that's sweet. It's not that. It's like literally there's pounds of sugar in here. Like the yeast didn't stop. Like it's not 14, it's 6. You just ordered the labels before the fucking beer finished, and it didn't finish correctly. But they do that every fucking time. So ABV over here is crazy. 450 North did it. Who else was it, Keith? 450 North. Taste. Was it? Who does Tasties?
I don't know. But did Burley Oak do it? Because they do.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if Burley Oak. It was the one who does Tasties. Whoever does the tasty version, like it's Tasties. They did it.
It's not the
There's somebody else. There's a bunch of people that did it, and it's like, yeah, their beers are. They're supposed to be 8%, but they're only 3.4. And their excuse was, "Oh, we originally brewed the beer to be 8." Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Dreams suck.
I wish they would just ship all of them over there.
Yeah.
They'll fly out.
Like, you should ship those to like countries we want to destroy because they just explode in transit. So you can just who did that? The
Veil.
The Veil. There it is. That's another one that does it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
What
says 8%? It's 3%.
That's what I like.
What did or did the Answer do that too?
Yeah, the Answer was one of them.
Crowler things.
Yep. The Answer did it, but then there was a couple breweries that did it and were honest, like Mortalis.
Yeah.
Someone sent their beers out like independently tested, and they were like said they were like 7.2, and it come back like 6.8. So it's like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There was what's that one? Imprint Brewing came back as an honest one. So there's some people that do it are honest.
Yeah.
But then there's other ones that are just like whatever. And it always kind of made me laugh though, because if you told me that like that 450 North like slushy beer, not that I want to drink a ton of them, but if you said, okay, the 8% beer is actually 2%, I'd buy it more. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, okay, it's 2%, I'll buy that. You know what I mean? You're like 8%. I'm like, fuck that, I don't want to drink that shit.
Yeah.
I'll buy a margarita.
Yeah. This mild is very nice, I have to say. It's one of the best milds I've had for a while.
Stop bragging, Craig.
When was the last time you had a mild?
Who, me?
Craig.
Oh.
Probably this one. Probably this one a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
So
I always think that too.
you don't,
Like,
you don't get that.
no, you really don't. Like, I remember when I brewed one, and I did like a 200 litre batch of it, and ended up getting like 4 or 5 kegs or something. I got rid of 1 keg, sent it off somewhere, and then we had 4 kegs go on the bar. My God, they sat there and sat there and sat there. We just couldn't shift them. And like it came to when I was doing line cleans, I was purposely just losing loads of shit and then putting it back on. And then I'd like give loads of freebies away and stuff just to try and get rid of the stuff, because mild weirdly has a bad name in Birmingham, and I've noticed it's fine around here, but in Birmingham and the Midlands in general, like I guess it's further north too, is because the mild scene was dominated by Banks's, which is part of Marston's, and they don't have the best name in the first place. I think Ansel's as well, and M&B too. Ansel's don't exist. I think M&B loosely exists in terms of the brewing division, but yeah, like there they'd have not quite autovacs, but it would be like a system where you can open the keg, you can depressurize, open the keg, pour beer back into it, and then close it back up again. And that used to happen a lot with the mild. They just poured the drip trays of every other beer and pour it back into the mild. and that was like the thing. And that's why no one in the Midlands trusts a mild, because they just know that it tastes awful. Spellbound. Raisin cookie brown ale.
I forgot to unmute myself.
How is it? Because Spellbound makes their pants, they make like a porter on Pansalo wood, I believe it is, and it's pretty tasty.
That's mild. Bloody hell.
The cinnamon and the vanilla is the biggest thing, because there's cinnamon, vanilla, oats, and raisins in this. I'm not really getting much raisin. It is very cold. I just took it out of the fridge. It's not bad though.
I'm flipping freezing. Yeah.
It's not super sweet. So.
Just come out of the freezer, Craig.
Fucking
Staying outside.
This room's freezing.
I was working on the garden earlier and came in and literally sat,
I saw that.
leaned up against the radiator for like an hour and a half. Because even though I was working outside, it was nice and warm. As soon as I came inside, it was like, oh fuck, I'm cold. But yeah. You don't realise when you're outside how cold you get, and then you come in and you think, yeah, I'm cold. it's like 22 degrees in here. It's -2 outside.
Yeah, it was a below freezing day today.
Yeah,
I think a lot of places.
Yeah, I think we went for a walk this morning, walked the dog for a bit, and like for about an hour or so, and then came back inside, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go outside and get the shed done. Well, I was going to do the damp proof, and then I looked at it and kind of thought, no, there's a couple of things I need to order before I do the damp proof, because there's like weird parts in the corner of the building where I'm just going to have to shove like some insulation and things, but I'll have to get like some expanding foam and stuff. But then I just thought, fuck it, just put DPM in all the way tomorrow. That's my job. A non-alcoholic beer does not warm you up one bit. It just makes you feel the same. It's just like,
Do you do dry January every year, or just doing it
first time I've done it?
Yeah.
First time I just thought, let's give it a go, and like I think because normally I kind of drink 4 out of 7 days a week, and it wouldn't just be like 1 or 2 cans. It'd be like, I'd say probably like 2, 3 during the week, and then more the weekends. I don't really count.
You're preaching to the choir, dude. Don't be ashamed.
Yeah.
Anybody
but then,
who does beer tube is like, I drink I do 1 or 2 reviews, and that's all I do twice a week. They're liars. So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. I'd say it's a reasonable amount, but no, I have. But then, day 1 was fine. Then day 2 was like, oh, I need a beer, and day 3 it was like, actually, what I do miss is the taste of beer, and that's weirdly the big thing is the taste of anything that's remotely, because it's always a little bit sweet, and if it's not sweet, then it's hop water. Basically, it's just bitter water. And so I'm interested to see. I've got the craft stuff, and I've got this new brewery called Coast, and they do very hop heavy non-alcoholic beers, all of them 0.0 rather than like 0.5. The strongest one I've had has been 0.9, which is technically non-alcoholic if you're in Scotland, because Scotland has different rules too of what is non-alcoholic because they're Scottish. It's anything beneath 1.2 in Scotland is non-alcoholic, but anything in the rest of the UK is 0.5. And
that's the same thing in the States. Yeah. But I did dry. Well, I did semi-dry January last year. I did because my birthday's on January 13th, so I drank until my birthday and then started after and then went into February. So I did the whole month. Kind of a little bit later, and it ended up being kind of fun. Because I bought a couple non-alcoholic, because I did the same thing. I drank non-alcoholic beers pretty much the whole time. And I had a couple, and then I drank them before. I mean, me and Keith actually did a bunch of non-alcoholic stuff. Like, we've always been fucked around with non-alcoholic stuff. But I tried a couple, and then I was like, wait, let me try a different couple. And I ended up almost like beer hunting non-alcoholic beer to try to find the best one. And I was like, this is kind of fun, trying to find the best non-alcoholic beer. And then I was like, oh my God, this is a really good non-alcoholic beer. And then that ended, and I drank a real beer, and I was like, yeah, no, that real beer.
No,
way better.
I'm looking forward to February the 1st for that to happen, because I've got so much beer to go for that.
If you ever watched Parks and Rec, it's like a TV show, and Ron has a cook-off with Chris about like a turkey burger versus like a beef burger. Like Chris on Parks and Rec is makes this saffron aioli turkey burger with chutney and all this stuff, and then people this is really fucking good. They have a cook-off, and there's this is really good, and then Ron Swanson is here's a burger, it's made of beef. You can put ketchup on it. I don't give a fuck. And then people eat it and no, this is fucking way better. This is way better than the thing you just gave us. It's kind of like that. It's you can make the best non-alcoholic beer you possibly can, but the alcoholic one always going to be way better.
I've got one which has got Sabro in it, and I'm such a fanboy of Sabro, so I'm looking forward to trying that. But then the rest is just a lot of lagers and stuff, but like you say, I have gone down the same sort of route of trying to find the best, but there's such a limited choice. As much as they try and put it out there, there's so many of these craft ones, it's still very limited.
Harry, try and get on the list if you can. try and get on
Mary. From who, sorry? Oh, Affinity.
From
okay.
Affinity.
Yeah. Is that the one near Rob, is it?
I don't know. I'll tell you just London. Look them up. I had it last night. It's not now, but wow, blew me away.
That good, huh?
There's only
where they based
out? London, out of London, UK. But they got their Brew One, Sabro, Mosaic, Azaka, Simcoe, and Citra in it, and it was just dynamite. Really good. So I need to go and I'm glad I've done a review of it last night, but yeah, I want to get myself some more of that if I can. But it's probably I think it's a seasonal, so perhaps it's probably already gone. But yeah, that blew me away. That was good.
I think the reason they did a brown ale for this is because a porter or a stout would have been like too. I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but it's all right. It's not super sweet, which is very nice. I don't know.
Where's that from? What's the brewery?
It's Spellbound Brewery.
Oh yeah.
It is oatmeal
I've heard of
raisin
it.
cookie brown ale. See, I would like a little bit more heft to it, like a porter or a stout, but
What's the ABV?
Yeah.
it is 7.1.
Okay, so it's not small, but it's not big.
Yeah,
Yeah, middle of the road.
yeah. It says there's
I've heard of Spellbound, but I don't think they've ever got over here. Not like.
No, they're super tiny. I don't even think they leave.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it matters because you guys get weird stuff over there.
Oh,
As
yeah,
far as
weird, yeah.
you get Magnify over there, and it barely leaves New Jersey, so you get like weird
Yeah.
distro. But Spellbound is like we rarely get them even up north in Jersey. It's not like you can get them. Like
yeah.
we don't get a ton of them. Even like you have to go close to the brewery to find them. So they're very small.
They're in New Jersey.
We
and
some
me and
weird
Matt
shit
are
over
in
there
New
that-
Jersey. And
Yeah, we get some weird shit. You think, how have we got this? And then you think, well, how haven't you got that? And it's kind of weird how that shit works.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Was that, sorry, Craig, was that an Affinity? Is that the one near Rob?
No, in London. They're in London.
London. Oh, it is Amity, isn't it?
Amity,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
I think, well, I don't think that's near Rob, but is that Newcastle way?
Oh, he's going on about them. Is all I know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is London. This is a London brewery.
Okay. Because there's just to confuse things further, there's a brewery called Infinity, Infinity Brewery, and they're based in a new one in Birmingham. They started up. There's like
Oh, right.
3 or 4 new breweries started up in Brum now.
Right.
One is actually in the NIA, in the National Indoor Arena. They're set up in there, which I just thought, well, there's captive market when gigs are on and stuff like that. You're going to be doing well. But yeah, then I don't know where Infinity are. I think they're probably in Sturchley somewhere, like down the Birmingham Beer Mile, as we're now calling it.
Birmingham Beer Mile.
Yeah. You got the Bermondsey, you got the Piccadilly, and then now there's the Birmingham one. Right. So I've just got this. I got the big pack of stuff from Beer 52. So I got
Oh, right.
12 of them. The
How many?
Super 12. I was leaving Beer 52
12?
and I had to use my points up. I had like £18 worth of points. So I was like, fuck it. So this cost for the 12 pack would cost $29.99. But then I was like, okay, I can either get like a couple, 3 or 4 decent beers from them, or I can just bulk out and buy loads of non-alcoholic beers. And at the same time, I say decent beers, it's Beer 52. So 12 of them.
Yeah. I left them 8. So.
Yeah. The Coast ones, Sabro, IPA.
Pay premium.
So yeah, that's 0.0, that one. And then DDH IPA, doesn't say what hop it got. Simcoe Citra Mosaic, standard. Safe hops. Another one, which is just their IPA, Simcoe Citra Mosaic. So what's the difference between the DDH IPA and then the dry hop IPA? One's double and one's not. And then Centennial IPA, which is just Centennial. A Idaho 7, which is just Idaho 7. And then, so I'm guessing that they've got like one base beer, and then they're just adding loads of different hops to it. And then this one's Sabro and Galaxy. So, yeah.
Are these Beer 52 collab things? Or?
No, they're independent. All of these are from Coast, who are based in Edinburgh. Actually, I lie.
I don't like the artwork and the wrapping on them. They look really cheap.
I lie. These are all brewed at De Proof Brewery, so it is a collab. But I know that Coast do their own. They do their own series, but this is just a single pot series. I'm guessing, which is.
Is it a collab with the Proof or just brewed at the Proof?
So like Beer 52, they brew all their beers at De Proof Brewery. So Beer 52 is like a subscription company, but then they brew all their beers at De Proof, and then they'll do a collab with another brewery, and then brew it at De Proof, so they can get the quantity.
They look shit, to be fair.
The cans do look shit, but this isn't a collab.
No, that's all right. Apparently, Jake reviewed that yesterday.
So it is.
Be interesting to see.
Oh, that's miles better than Bavaria. It's fucking shit all over Bavaria does. It's just
You've got 12 now.
Oh yeah, right. It's just nice, man.
Wow, on it. I can't remember the last time I bought a 12-1 beer. It was back in my lager days, that's for sure.
Well, I got 8 of these when I got these. I got 6 of these ones when I got them because it's the only way you can buy them. I think I've seen 4 packs of that now in Waitrose, which I'll probably get. But I think where did I buy the first lot? I think it was Tesco. I bought the first lot. And I got the Beck's Blue, which is now looking back at it vile, and then the Erdinger alcohol free, which is nice. But I was looking for something that's relatively affordable.
That's right.
And
it's
super
I mentioned it earlier on my stream, but this is pretty good. This is worth picking up. I quite enjoyed that for a low ABV.
I've had it a few times.
Special effects.
We get that.
I think you can pick up a 4-pack for £4 in Tesco.
Matt, do we get that in bottles over here?
What?
That Brooklyn
special effects.
You get it in cans, do you?
Yeah. I have a can in my
refrigerator. No, he has it in a bottle.
Oh, bottle? I don't know if we get it in bottles. I know we get it in cans.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they contracted somewhere in Europe, so they don't have to pay for transit. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's 330 ml as well.
It's a free 30 ml bottle as well. So it's definitely.
Does it say where it's produced?
Let's have a look. I'll have a look. I'm just going to look now. I'll get back to you. But yeah,
most of Brooklyn is produced under license by someone like shitty Shepherd or something.
Yeah, well, even Brooklyn, a lot of Brooklyn brewing. Sorry, watching a football game. It's like a lot of Brooklyn brewing was never even produced at Brooklyn Brewing. It was produced out of a brewery called Matt Brewing in upstate New York. They've actually shifted a lot of their production to their own facility lately, but I'm assuming a bulk of their stuff overseas isn't produced here. It just doesn't make any sense. So.
Mm-hmm.
Just says UK imported by Carlsberg, UK Limited, Northampton. Doesn't say where it's actually. I would assume. It doesn't say where it's brewed, but it's almost brewed.
How much did you pay for it? Was it a 6-pack?
No, it's only in single bottles or 4 packs.
It was like. I got a single. It was reduced to clear. I think it was like 98p for the bottle. I thought I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I'm curious what it cost before clearance. You know what I mean?
Not much more because it's on in Waitrose.
4-pack.
It's on in Waitrose at $1.15 a bottle.
They're open.
refreshing.
So we
Yeah,
we get it in cans
not
over
much. I mean,
here.
You can pick up.
It's probably like $10.99 American for a 6-pack.
Okay.
Yeah, we get a 4.
Yeah.
We get, mind you, they're £3.30s for £4, 4 of them, which is not bad.
Mm.
It's all right.
Mm. Yeah. We used to stock it at Brewhouse just before I left, and I tried it once. I was like, no. But that was because I was comparing it to like drinking normal beer, and I think I'll have to give it a go now.
You can't.
Well, you just can't, because it seems like when you have
If you have a week,
Brewdog,
a lot of these beers, I think, if you have a week or two off the beer, and then you go and have one of them, that's probably what it was with me. It's fucking hell, it's the first beer I've had for 2 weeks, and I had one of them. And I thought that's quite nice. But then anything's going to be nice when you've not had a beer for a couple of weeks, So maybe I need to try it again when I'm in full flow, and it's gonna be fucking shit. I don't know.
it's like the punk AF. Like, I've never really enjoyed that when I have had it in the past, but I might give it a go now. But I just remember it being. I can't remember what the method that Brewdog uses, because you can do reverse osmosis, you can vacuum distill, or there's another method, and I keep forgetting that other method. It's basically just you brew your beer and then you heat it up, basically, and then that's how you zap the alcohol out. You heat it up to like 80 degrees for or 60. I think it's 80 degrees for like a period of time, and then you get it back, and it's basically just burnt the alcohol off. And Brewdogs say that they use the vacuum distillation method. I'm like, did you fuck? Because you can tell with the different ways that they would have methods that they would have used to kind of de-alkalize the beer, and it tastes massively like they've fuck it, we'll cook it and cook the hops out of it, and it's just, and you taste out a little bit in some of the I don't know if you've tried any of the small beers, Craig. Those like 2% lagers and a 2% pale or 1.9. Yeah,
medicine type bottles, aren't they? I think I've had one small beer, but a long time ago.
Because I say
They're Bristol, weren't they, or something? Is it Bristol?
Yes, I don't know. They're majestic everywhere, and they try to really push them, and then I'm just like, they're not that nice. They're in Waitrose as well, and I'm like, no one's going to buy them. Yep. Unless they're doing, unless it's January.
Matt,
we get the stuff. That's it. We very rarely get any of the other bits down our way. We never got any of the boons and the creeks and stuff. We didn't have them.
Keith is so nice that he keeps whispering my name because he doesn't want to interrupt you guys. So, Keith, what do you want to say, brother?
Is that a 12-ounce can of wrench?
It is.
Where'd you get that?
Because they sell wrench in 12 packs now.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah, for like $26 a 12 pack. So I bought one. Yeah, 12 ounce. This is like a hazy 7% hazy IPA from a really good brewery, and they just went from 4 packs of like 16-ounce cans to they're like, fuck it, we'll just start making fucking racks of this shit, which is pretty fantastic. Because it's a really good beer. This is like just anytime you want a really good hazy, it's probably one of the better ones. 7.1. I wish it was 6.1. I wish it was 0.1, actually, being honest. But before we get too far removed from all this stuff, I want to actually go through comments real quick, just so people don't feel like they're being forgotten. We have this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but he says 3 become 1. I hear that Craig is going to drink a whole 5L mini keg tonight. Sounds about right. Lucy Foster. There you go, Craig. Lucy Foster saying good evening, all. Cheers. Devore chiming in saying, I never had a Hill Farm said beer. Never spotted in Europe. I mean, that's per our conversation earlier. If you get one, you pretty much have to actively seek it out. that would be the only way
Yeah,
you'd have it. I doubt you would bring them. Walk in the-
you get a big bottle in Brewdog bars. It's Arthur. You have to drink it in within the. You can't take it away. You have to drink it.
Yeah, and like special like festival maybe, or like some special like weird situation, but it's not going to be something that you're regularly going to have. Had him come back again, see me the odd one on the trading forums, and I think they have done a collab or two as well. Yeah, like you said, the Blagi's guy, they've done a bunch of collabs with those guys. I think they've done, because Sean from Hill Farmstead actually did his kind of like apprenticeship brewing wise overseas. So you'll see like weird little collabs here and there, but you won't see a ton of them. Divorcing, yeah, Saison, of course. And then he's actually coming to Rampant Lane, Seeing Fire, and I just still keep.
What's about?
I think James has me blocked. That's what I think is going on, because I don't have him blocked, but when he comments, I don't see him. So I think that motherfucker has me blocked. So go fuck yourself, James. Anyway, Waldo chiming in saying maybe the difference between top chat and live chat. No, it's not. James has me blocked. That fucking Scottish son of a. Anyway, Divorce saying back in the day, starvation, Beepa from Reservoir.
A black IPA.
What?
A black IPA.
Okay. Slovenia was a top 50 rate beer, still holding pretty good. Devore beer was actually highly rated by Americans. That beer that he talked about previously. Kane should do a beer with Big Daddy Can. We already covered that. Matt Bonkers Can. That's when I was ripping that weird can apart. Bass Mild. There you go. We need some Bass Mild up in this stuff. OG style. That's true English beer. I mean, Bass. I mean, come on. What do you want? I'm being facetious. Cheers, guys. Enjoying KBS Maple Maniac Fudge right now. I mean, founders can go fuck themselves, but that beer didn't suck, actually. I don't require beer. I just love beer. That sounds like a robot telling me what I want to hear. BC's Beer Review. Cheers, everybody. What's up, homie? Devore, Harry. If you can get Vendestreek from the Netherlands, try their non-alcohol playground IPA. Who's Vendestreek? Is that Castile?
Where have I seen Vendestreek?
Is that Castile? Like that's Gudendrak? Is that who Vendestreek is?
Not sure.
Look it up.
I've had two of their beers. I've had the Dark Roast Oak Aged Special Edition. This is going back a few years, and then Standard Dark Roast, both in September 2015. So I don't think we'll see them very often in the UK.
Gudendrak Brewery. Yeah, they're Vendesteberg. That's who Gudendrak is. But I've heard Vendestreek. What do they make? Because I've had beers from them too. As my dogs bark like crazy.
All right. I didn't know. They let the dogs out.
They got like, was it which beer was it? You said the non-alco playground. Playground. I'm not gonna try and pronounce Dutch.
No, don't.
Der is Netherlands alcoholvrij. Why do you need to put a J and a V and an R when it's alcohol free?
I'm on the Vendestreek website, and I like know this. I know the name and stuff, but none of the beers on there are things that I.
They used to come into the UK a lot. Well, not a lot, but they used to come into the UK more than they do now, and you just don't see them at all. But they were always 330s, and
actually, I think what Matt and I are thinking of is James Vanderbeek. I think is
there it is. Yeah,
it's what we're.
That's definitely it. Yeah, it's definitely a Vanderbeek situation going on right now because, totally.
Yeah. And then the Ghost Ship. I haven't tried the Ghost Ship non-alcoholic yet because because I want to try and find standard Ghost Ship that's not in cans, because you can get it in cans like at Tesco and stuff. But I want to get a bottle of it and then have it do a bottle versus a bottle of the non-alcoholic, because the non-alcoholic is only available in bottle. So I want to do bottle to bottle. But I mean, alternatively, Ghost Ship on its own is just a fantastic beer for what it is. But yeah, the NA. But I did see Doom Bar non-alcoholic, and there's an element of me that wants to buy it, but
Dude.
standard
The
Doom Bar.
alcoholic version is all.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember the days, though, Craig, of like going down to Cornwall when it was still brewed, because the cask is all brewed down at Rock, but the bottles are done by Molson Coors in Burton. But like I remember the days when everything was brewed down there and it tasted great, or much better than what it does.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. It probably happened somewhere, but not for a long time.
No. And I think the sharp kit,
even fresh on cask, it's shit.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why there's a group on Facebook called Christians Against Doom Bar, and it's literally just people just slating Doom Bar all the time, and just fucking get memes of it all the time. I love it.
That's just brilliant. What a name for a group.
Yeah,
Jesus, literally. But yeah,
I might do a bitter once I've got the brewery going in there. I'll do a brewery, a beer especially for them. Do a best bitter.
Tribute. We'll have it.
Yeah.
Tribute's better. Well, even now, when I see it on cask, it's like you've got a pint of that. I don't see it on cask here, so if I did, I'm like, yep.
It's like what Tribute, and then Proper Job. Proper Job's the other one I'm thinking of. Proper Job on cask.
Good. I've never had a double job. I've never had that.
What was the other? They did fucking. I thought you're fucking erring on the side of caution with a name on it. It was called like Black Job or something like that, or Proper Black or something like that. I was like, fucking hell, this is a bit.
Yeah,
it was a little bit. Yeah. Proper Black. That was.
Yeah,
Black IPA version.
You know. I saw that online recently. I don't know where I saw it. I thought, what's that?
Yeah.
It was Proper Black.
Yeah.
Like Black IPA.
Yeah. Donald Trump approves.
I don't know.
Or doesn't.
Wow. We're talking about my.
We'll never find out.
How would you pronounce that? Collier? I guess you would say Brasserie Collier. I don't know.
Brasserie Cauliflower.
Cauliflower. Yeah, I found beers. It was several years old, so it is what it is. But it was kind of a bummer. He was talking about it being a traditional Abbey style beer. Their most famous being Paidu. Is it 10%? Yeah. So yeah, it was old. It was oxidized, lack carbonation. So, that's the kind of game you play with aged beer. Sometimes you buy aged beer and it works. Sometimes you don't. It is what it is. So I couldn't even really speak to the beer itself. Hence the reason why I kind of just said, hey, it's flat and dead. Yeah, such is life. Kind of like my heart. Anyway, so yeah, I'm diving into the NA brews. I'm feeling the dry January. My can of Brooklyn Effects. Actually, I brought 2 cans of non-alcoholic stuff. This is our local people that do the better non-alcoholic stuff. Athletic Brewing. This is IPA, non-alcoholic IPA. Then I have a non-alcoholic extra dark, which would probably be like a dark mild kind of version.
You guys are all fucking milds. I don't have a single one.
Mm-hmm. The funny part, though, is that from my experience last January, I found that the better versions of non-alcoholic beers came from Germany. Like a good bulk of them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of them, like Bitburger NA was really good, and there was like a bunch of, like, over here in the United States, we get a ton of non-alcoholic German beers that are really really tasty.
Was that Bitburger Drive or something like that? Is it
I
called
think
that?
it was just their pills, but an NA pills, I believe it.
Oh,
was.
okay.
I don't remember. Come on, bud.
Because like commonly we get Erdinger Apple free here, and that's like a blue bottle, and that's quite nice. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get some of the local stuff because there's West Berkshire Brewery near here, and I'll try and get some of their stuff to try.
Taco, come here.
Hello.
Yeah, say hi, bud.
Pork.
What are you doing, buddy boy? What are you doing? You gonna come up? Gonna come up? He won't come up. He's an asshole. Come on, up here. He trots off like a douchebag.
Pork.
Douchebag.
No,
Excellent.
good boy. Right, come here. Come here. Come
They're
here.
great. They're great dogs. Love them. Excellent. Right, I'm just going to drink the rest of this, and I'm going to clear off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off soon too. Got some
Cool.
American football to watch and some video games to get down. What do you guys got going on the rest of the weekend?
No, just chilling out. See Arsenal scrape through earlier.
I don't want to talk about it, dude.
Oh.
Seriously, just don't want to talk about it. Like, it's just like, this is, it's necessary. It's necessary, the bullshit we're going through right now, but
Fucking hell, there was some right shockers of results. I've just seen them now. Like Blackpool beating Blackpool West Brom.
yeah, but it's FA Cup, so it's like, you know, shit'll be, you know.
Give us some hope tomorrow.
I think
Man
COVID,
City.
COVID has a little bit of a part to play, especially for the Derby one.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but the thing is, they didn't have to play all their kids, but I think I didn't see the team, but I gather that they did play a lot of their kids against the Chorley team.
Well, that's why FA Cup is fun, because it's like, how much youth do we play? And then sometimes this team's like, we'll play them all because this is going to be easy, and they lose, and they're like, fuck me, dude. Like, why did we do this?
Well, I mean, Derby had to because all their first teamers have got COVID. So
Yeah.
Oh, it's even better.
Well, like
they didn't have a choice.
they did a thing on BBC News this morning about Chorley FC, and they're like, you know, someone today. They said first off, someone today, like a part-time player, like someone who's got like another job, or someone right down from the lower leagues will make a name for themselves today. And then they did a whole thing on Chorley FC. They were like, so the manager is actually a head teacher at a local school, and then they did like a little video about him and his attitude towards the teaching. And then they were showing the players and singing their song, and it's like Adele or something like that. I'm just like, oh, that's so horrible. Like having Adele as like your club song. It's like watching the MLS, I suppose. But then like, yeah, it was vile. It was horrible. Yeah,
That's vile.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got Man City tomorrow. We've got a chance. Well, they said that they might play some youth players.
Easy win.
You're so fucked.
Yeah.
For Man
Like,
City.
I genuinely think it could be like a record scoreline against us if they played their first team.
One of those nice 8-0.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it could be more. Could be more. All I know is we can't score. And if they do play like a first team, then we might be okay. We might only lose like 5-0. But yeah, I can't see it happening.
You're going to lose. It's just how much.
Yeah. Let's just hope they play all the kids. Like, I've seen Phil Foden's got some kids. Raheem Sterling's got some kids. Just play them. Raheem Sterling's got almost enough for a full football team.
Wow.
I think at age like 17, he had 4 kids or something like that. Right? Yeah. Perfect.
Who did?
Raheem Sterling.
Oh, wow.
He was born reproducing.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I think this is the end of the end anyway. I think we're at the end of the line. So
Want to just make it
Yeah, I just
apparent?
finished my beer.
No.
yeah.
Done.
Anyway, hopefully you guys had fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out and doing all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah. Always good to-
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
We
yeah.
get to, so wait. We started this live stream and then you left and then came back. That's how long it went.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
So no, wait. Let me rewind even further. So you only spent an hour with your family?
I just had to get laundry.
Yeah.
I got
Anyway.
laundry and yeah, that's it.
That's okay. You should have popped in here and said hi real quick. Just do some Inception style stuff for the live stream. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream. Hopefully you're enjoying good beer tonight. Hopefully you're having a good time. Hope to see you next
Thanks for having
time.
me on.
Yeah,
Cheers.
always. Cheers.